Is it Gosselin? Is it Goslin? Is it Gocklin? Is it Joycelyn? Is it... Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. So, I finally decided to come on here and kind of just tell you a little bit about like what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So if I look down a lot, it's because I have a script here and I don't want to run off track like I have the last like 3 times I filmed this, I think. So if I look down a lot, that's what I'm doing. All right, so let's start with everybody's first question, which is, how do you say this bitch's name? Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Jocelyn. Yes, it is actually that easy. You're probably overthinking it. That's okay. I am used to it. In like high school, when there was a substitute teacher, I always knew who was right before me in the like attendance, the roll call sheet. It was usually this kid, Bryce. They would always call his name and then pause. There would be a long pause when they were at my name because they were sitting there trying to figure it out. Is it Gosselin? Is it Goslin? Is it Gocklin? Is it Joycelyn? Is it Jennifer? I got everything in the book along with just straight silence because they couldn't figure it out. And I would just be like, hi, that's me. It's Jocelyn. Just, you're fine. Don't even try it. Yeah. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Thank you. All right, so now that we've got that covered, let's get into what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So let's start at the beginning. Pretty much as long as I have been able to like legally have a job, I've had one. Sometimes I have even had 2 or 3 jobs. I've worked everywhere from Papa Murphy's, Domino's, Little Caesars, Taco Time, Chuck E. Cheese, lots of pizza places, all the way to family-owned restaurants. Also worked at Claire's, Bed Bath & Beyond, H&M, Walgreens. I've worked everywhere. I've held a lot of different kind of positions, just regular entry-level crew member. I've been trainer, I've been manager, and something that I consistently found that I was running into was that I was working a lot harder than the people around me. Not all of them, just a lot of them. And it's exhausting when you're surrounded by people who just only want to give like 30%. And so you're having to give like 170% to make up for what they're not putting in because you still want everything to be running right. So you make up for their slack. You know, I know some of you know what I'm talking about. And then another thing that I found that I was running into was that I was working very, very hard for my boss to be the ones to get the reward. I bust my ass making sure that this, and this are done, that payroll's being met, that all this is happening, but I don't see any reward from it. I just still have a job. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I know so many of you are in that same situation that I was in for so long, where you just are overworked and underappreciated. And to be honest, who wants that? Like, who wants that? Not me. I know it's not you. I know you don't want to be working really, really hard for somebody to just be like, okay, see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Not even like a thank you so much for doing your job. Like, most of the time you can't even get that from your manager. Like, what? So, not into that. With that being said, for the last like year and a half or so, I was working a job that for a while felt like I was you know, getting appreciated for the work that I was putting in and everything. And then a snowball effect happened and things just kept going downhill. And then over the summer, my childhood friend, Allie, she had this opportunity for me if I wanted it to or work for my phone for this network marketing company where I market and sell hair care products, shampoo, conditioner, styling products, treatment products, all of that stuff. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, that sounds interesting. I was really skeptical. Like, I was like, whatever, like, it's just another one of those, like, pyramid schemes. Like, I just, like, whatever. Like, it's BS, basically. Like, I didn't think it was going to turn into anything for her, let alone for me. I was really skeptical, but at the same time, I was really intrigued. Like, the idea of working from home. Sorry. The idea of working from home has been kind of always been like a dream of mine. Like, who doesn't want to work from home? Who doesn't want to be able to sit on their couch and watch Netflix and work at the same time? Like, who doesn't want that? But with that being said, I never actually thought it was something that I could accomplish. I didn't think that it was something that was actually within my reach. I didn't know how to start. I didn't know. But dreams aside, like, I was still super skeptical. I wasn't just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm down, like, here we go, sign me up. Like, I was skeptical. I was gonna do my research. Especially with like how much money it was to start, I was like, what? And it was something like completely unknown, something totally out of my comfort zone. Like, I didn't know what to expect. Plus, like, I didn't have a following. I didn't have an influence yet or at all in comparison to like Allie and her girls on her team and like above her with like thousands of followers, when I have like maybe 400 followers when I started. Maybe. All of that being said, like, I had so many excuses to say no and to be like, no, you know, this is not for me. I'm not down. But yet something inside of me was like, you know what, girl, no, you need to do it. To me, it was more of like the sense of, okay, if I don't do this, am I going to look back in a year and 2 years and be like, man, I really should have tried that. I didn't want that. I wanted to be able to look back and be like, at least I tried. At least I tried that and it wasn't for me. You know, like that's how I looked at it. I didn't even do it right away. Like, even then, it took me 3 months, I'd say, of watching and following Allie and asking her so many questions, doing my own research. And finally, it took her sending me some samples. She sent me like the whole setup. And within one wash, I was like, oh, wow. Before that, before I had tried the products, I remember thinking to myself, like, when I would see some of her posts and like her comparison pictures and stuff, I would be like, one wash, my ass. There's no way that you can actually tell a difference with one wash. Like, that's bullshit. And then she sent me the samples and I tried them and I was like, I was hooked. So after that, it was just trying to figure out where I was going to get the money. I definitely did not have that just lying around in my bank account. And I was just scared. And I was talking to Derek about it and he was like, okay, look, I'll give you the half that you need. I don't necessarily believe in this company, but I'm going to believe in you. And so he gave me the rest of the money that I needed so that I could sign up. Thank you, Derek, if you're watching this. Thank you. I love you. And he told me to be careful. He was wary, understandably. I was wary too. I mean, the first night, after I signed up, I honestly had an anxiety attack the whole night. That whole night, I didn't sleep. I was just up all night, like, in my head, like, what did I just do? What did I just get myself into? I'm not capable of this. Like, what am I doing? And I woke up the next morning and I kind of just bawled to Derek and was like, I'm so sorry. Like, why did I do this? And he just like held me and said like, look, okay, it's fine. You already did it. You're gonna try it. I believe in you. If anything, like worst case scenario, you like the product. So worst case scenario, you spent all of that money on the products and you'll use the products. Like, and that was a way bigger discount than you would have gotten if you would have just bought the products from her to begin with. So when he put that in my head, I was like, okay, this is fine. Like, it's okay. No matter what, even if I did spend all that money on just the products, like at least I've got some products at work and I'm going to enjoy them. And that can be it. But then as time went on and I talked to Allie and I started watching videos and I started reading stuff and I started actually like getting into it, I was like, no, I can do this. I can do this and I'm going to. And I started doing as much training as I could in the beginning. I dove in and I didn't do too bad. I didn't necessarily start off like flying. I started off slow, but there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's story is different. And that is okay. But I'm honestly just so thankful that I did it. And I'm so thankful that Derek helped me do it. And literally the only thing that I regret is not doing it sooner. So far this business and this opportunity has been nothing but a blessing. I have grown. It encourages so much self-development and that has helped me so much. I cannot explain. So I have not only made back my initial investment, but we got to buy everybody Christmas presents last year. We got to like actually go shopping and get people good presents and like spend a good amount of money on people's presents. And it was nice. Like we got Derek's parents good presents. That was really nice because they deserve it. And not only that, but we've made a dent in our debt. That hasn't happened for a long time, especially for me. So that's been really cool. My credit score is going up because of that. And another really cool thing is we have gotten to go grocery shopping. This is such like an adult, like I think this is a stupid thing to be excited about, but I'm excited about it. So cute, right? But we get to go grocery shopping and not have to like keep track in our calculator because we have to like ensure that we're not going over. And we have not had to do that. And I don't even know how long. And that's been super freaking nice too. Not only has the financial reward been really nice, but my hair, come on. It's never been this soft. It's never been this smooth. It's never been this strong. It's definitely never grown this fast. It's amazing. Like I used to absolutely hate my hair. Like absolutely hate it. Rarely ever wore it natural. When I did wear it natural, it was super frizzy, super dry, super big. You couldn't touch it. You definitely couldn't run your fingers through it. So most of the time it was either up in a ponytail, up in a bun, or I straightened it. I definitely could never curl it. You had to use so much product and on the highest amount of heat, and still wouldn't matter. My curls they would fall out within 2 hours. Like I would have to touch them up every 2 hours if I wanted them to stay intact. And even then they looked like poop. My hair was not good. Not good at all. But now I can curl it and the curls last for literal days. I can curl it on Friday, have it styled for the whole weekend, and then maybe touch it back up on like Monday or Tuesday, and then I'm good for a couple more days again. And maybe in between there, I might use a little bit of my restyling taffy. It just recurls your hair just perfectly, and you don't even have to worry about it. And it's so nice. Also, I don't have to use like hardly any heat on it. I used to have to literally turn it all the way up to like 30, or on my straightener, I have to turn it up all the way to 450. Now my straightener, I have down to like 340, and my curler, I usually have it on like 20, and I can wear it naturally like whenever I want. It's so nice. You can run your fingers through it, you can touch it, and it doesn't really matter. It doesn't mess it up. And like before, when I wore my hair curly, if anybody rubbed their fingers through it or that section where I rubbed my fingers through it would be like this much bigger, and then it would just be all uneven, and this would just be poofy with no curls anymore, and this side would be like curly, but like this section right here never would curl, and it would always just stay like this frizzy straight part. So that was really annoying, but none of that happens anymore, so that's really cool. So yeah, the money's great, the hair's great, and those two alone honestly are reason enough. But the reasons for me honestly just keep coming. They just keep growing. But to add to that, we've got our boss ass girl gang. They adopt you in, they teach you, they help you, they are there for you literally all hours of the day to answer questions, to give you advice with your business, to motivate you, to inspire you, to help you, and to celebrate your wins with you. Like, they are there for you. I'm just so grateful for everything that this opportunity has brought to me already and is going to bring to me in the future. I really just can't wait to see where it takes me. Ooh, one place it's taking me: in November, our company is sending everybody who qualifies to Cancun, Mexico. It's all inclusive. It's totally paid for. Your airfare, your hotel fare, your food. There's open bar. There's room service. All of that is paid for by the company. Plus, you can take a guest. They do not have to be family. They don't have to be married. They can be your best friend. They can be your sister. They can be your coworker. They can be whoever the fuck you want. And on top of that, you can qualify for a freaking suite for you and your guests to stay in. Yeah, all paid for. All completely freaking paid for by the company. Like, what? What? That's amazing. That is amazing. Okay, so my long-term goals. Those ones are really honestly the most motivating. And the number one long-term goal is I want to have babies. I want to be a mom. It's the one thing in life that I know for a fact that I am meant to do. And I literally want it more than anything on this planet. And so much so that all I do in my free time is I am watching mommy vlogs, pregnancy update vlogs. I constantly am watching like stay-at-home mom vlogs, videos leading up to giving birth, or the actual birthing vlog. I've probably watched like almost all of the ones that there are on YouTube. I cannot wait until it's finally my time. And Derek and I are unable to conceive naturally. So because of that, we will be going through the IUI or IVF process. And if you don't know, that is pricey. That is very expensive. It's very much not cheap. So that is my biggest motivator, because I want to have babies before I'm 30. I at least want like 2, and I'm almost to 26. So I don't know what that means, but 26, apparently that's what that means. I guess I'm not almost there. I'm not even to like my 6th month, but anytime I've passed my birthday, to me, I'm already almost the next year. So yeah, after all that happens, while that's happening, I really want to be able to work while I'm pregnant. And I know a lot of women in this business who are and plan to work literally up until the day that they give birth. Currently, one of my higher upline is 41 weeks right now, and she is still working. I still see her constantly posting on Instagram. I see her constantly still on calls. Like, she is still powering and rocking through it, and she's at 41 weeks. Like, what? Who do you know that is doing their job and making money at 41 weeks? Unless they're working from home. Nobody. And that sounds nice. And I don't want to have to worry about like going back to work after I have the baby. I know that so many of you are capable of doing that, and more power to you. But that I really don't know if that's going to be something that I'm capable of doing. So I'm trying to just like prevent that. And then on top of that, I really also want to be able to homeschool my kids. That is a dream. So yeah, if I can make a residual income from home, then that makes all of that possible and so much more. Ouch. So as time goes on and I reach certain goals, obviously more are gonna come up. And I mean, that's really all our why is like a string of short-term and long-term goals that we want to meet and that are attainable now because of this opportunity that we have. Thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, I appreciate that. Yeah, I hope this gives you a little bit of info as to like why I'm doing this, and maybe you can relate to some of this. And if you can, send me a message. Let's talk. Like, I know how you're feeling, and even if you have something else that you are dealing with and you think that this would be something that could solve that, let's talk. I'm here.